Mantine is going to go for Lava Plume, and down goes Toxtricity, so Mantyke and Mantine are going through to the quarterfinals. Welcome back to MetroMania, the ongoing Pokemon Double Battle Metronome Tournament thingamadubby that we do every single Wednesday. How's everybody doing? Last week we said goodbye to Toxtricity and Toxel in a very surprising turn of events. Mantyke and Mantine go through to face Snorlax and Munchlax in the quarterfinals, which will come later on. But now we need to find another quarterfinalist as Lucario and Riolu take on Jynx and Smoochum. So here we go, round 3 of MetroMania Season 11 already. This competition is flying right now. Which way this battle is going to go, I have absolutely no idea, but I'm expecting good things from these two sets of competitors. We see Jynx starting things off. Weird to think that Jynx is the fastest thing in this battle. Goes for double team though. Great play there. If you can't be hit, you can't be damaged. So that's a fantastic play by Jynx, raising that evasiveness one stage. Good start to the battle for the Jynx side. Here comes Lucario starting things for his team with Phantom Force, which is going to be a super effective hit. Super Tony Chimmel. Eat your heart out. That's going to be super effective on whichever of these Pokemon it hits. We see Disable avoided by Lucario because it's vanished somewhere, so unfortunate for Smoochum. And now over to Riolu, who's going to go for Poison Fang onto which of its opponents there, onto Smoochum. Will it get the poison though? Big chunk of damage and gets the poison. Great play by Riolu there, securing that poison damage, whittling away at Smoochum for the duration of the rest of this battle, I imagine. That's how poison works, unless Smoochum can find some way to heal it or remove that status condition. Here comes Jynx, though, starting off the next turn, and it's going to go for Uproar, and it's going to land on Riolu. Jynx has locked itself into Uproar for the foreseeable future, though. Here comes the Phantom Force from Lucario. It's on Jynx. It's super effective, and Jynx is out on turn 2. No more Uproar, because Jynx is out of here. My word. What is going to happen next? Smoochum is on its own. It looks so fragile there against these two Pokemon. Goes for Hurricane. It's avoided by Riolu. That could have been a knockout on Riolu, potentially, with that Hurricane. Here we see Blast Burn from Riolu. That's going to be super effective on Smoochum. Oh my word, Smoochum still in the game though, survives the Blast Burn. Riolu's going to need to recharge on the next turn. Smoochum takes some poison damage. It needs to heal itself next turn or it's absolutely screwed in this battle. If it doesn't heal itself this turn, or if it doesn't survive Lucario, then round 1 will be over. We see Growl from Lucario reducing the attack of Smoochum. Smoochum needs to heal itself. It needs to rest, slack off, shore up, Morning Sun, you name it. Hit subscribe, by the way, if you're new, so you never miss a video. Hit the like button too. Bolt Strike from Smoochum. That's not a good idea. Smoochum's thrown round 1. Bolt Strike dealing a tiny bit of damage to Riolu, but not enough to take it out. Riolu's got to recharge. There's the poison damage. Round 1 goes to Lucario and Riolu, so it's time to hear from our lovely sponsors.
It's a sad day, everybody. We have unfortunately been eliminated from G Fuel's Code Madness competition, which means no Ace Trainer Liam Shaker this year. Hopefully we'll be entered into next year's though. We can have another crack at it. And you know what? Just thank you to everybody that did anything to try and help us win this competition, because I really appreciate it. To all the people that put sales in to get us through the sales rounds, to all the people who were just sharing all the posts and getting all excited about everything and drumming up all that interest in everything we were doing with regards to the content rounds. I really appreciate the heck out of all of you. So yeah, just thanks to everybody who did anything really. Like, I really appreciate it. And thanks of course to G Fuel for, you know, entering us into the competition, and of course for just sponsoring our entire channel and everything we do. So don't forget, you can continue to use code ACE to save yourself some money on G Fuel. And today I'm drinking my absolute favorite flavor. We've got to mourn our loss in the right way, so why not mourn it with my favorite flavor, Nemesis Tea. Ah, absolutely bloody lovely. Remember, it's for over 18s only. It contains caffeine, so drink responsibly. It's G Fuel. Use code ACE, get yourself 10% off.
And we are back with round 2. Jynx and Smoochum not looking good in the first round. Was that the shortest MetroMania round ever? It possibly could have been. So Jynx and Smoochum need to win this round in order to protect themselves and allow themselves the chance to fight in the third round for a place in the quarterfinals. Although if Lucario and Riolu could take out Jynx and Smoochum this round, then they'll be laughing because they'll automatically be through to the quarterfinals. We see that mud shot, I believe it was a mud shot from Jynx onto Riolu, doing a big chunk of damage though. Lucario messes up on the first turn by slacking off when it's at full HP. Over to Smoochum now, who's going to go for X-Scissor. That's not going to be very effective, especially not on a Lucario. That's 4 times resisted, I believe, if I am to be correct. A bug type versus a steel and fighting type. I'm pretty sure that's 4 times effective. We see Volt Switch from Riolu onto Jynx there for a little bit of chip damage. But yeah, Jynx and Smoochum have their backs against the wall right now. Lucario and Riolu just need to survive this battle, and they've guaranteed themselves a place in the quarterfinals. So they are going to be laughing right now. Here's Metal Claw from Jynx, maybe hoping to up its attack. Does a little bit of chip damage there to Riolu. Doesn't get the attack boost though. Now over to Lucario, who's going to go for Bullet Punch, which will be super effective with same type attack bonus behind it. Massive damage there to Smoochum, and Smoochum is cold dead right now. It is out of this competition, and now it's over to Jynx to try and equalize for its team to give themselves that 3rd round opportunity to try and get to the quarterfinals. String Shot from Riolu is going to slow down Jynx now, harshly slow it down, I believe. 2 stages of speed dropped, and now, oh my word, this is not looking good for Jynx. Have we ever seen it look this one-sided so soon into round 2? I mean, Jynx could pull something out of the bag though. This is MetroMania. Sheer Cold or Fissure could come from anywhere. Grassy Terrain from Lucario is going to heal everybody at the end of each turn that is standing on the ground, which includes Jynx though. So that will be beneficial to Jynx going forward, as well as to Lucario and Riolu. So maybe a sympathy play there by Lucario. Here we see Jynx though, who is going to go for Assurance onto which of its opponents though? Onto Riolu there. If that would have been on Lucario, that would have activated the hidden ability Justified, which would have raised Lucario's attack. Here's Riolu though with a Mega Drain onto Jynx there for a little bit of chip damage. Not really doing too much damage at all though to Jynx. But it is enough absorbed HP to put Riolu back up to a little bit above half HP, I should say there. Then there's a little bit more HP restored by the Grassy Terrain. A little bit for everybody there. So Jynx still standing tall at the moment against 2 opponents. You've got to give Jynx credit here. It is doing very, very well to survive. Certainly survived longer than the previous round. Lucario goes for Speed Swap, which is a very interesting play. They're going to swap speed stats with Jynx. So we'll see how that affects the battle going forward. But now over to Jynx to see if it can come up with any kind of offense here. Goes for Aurora Veil, but there's no Hail in effect, so that fails. That would have been fantastic if Hail had been in effect for Jynx. We see Liquidation, though, from Riolu. Jynx's Dry Skin activates. That heals Jynx back up to max HP, and of course, the move is going to have no effect on Jynx at all there, apart from restoring its HP. So Jynx got very lucky there. Very, very interesting play by Riolu. Again, maybe a sympathy play. Maybe he doesn't want to take Jynx out that easily. We see Lucario going for Fake Out. That is going to fail. That's a big mistake, and that could cost Lucario. What's Jynx going to do here? Jynx is going to go for Water Shuriken, Shades of Greninja. We get the 1 hit. We know we're going to get 2 hits from this. Are we going to get a 3rd? We are getting a 3rd hit from the Water Shuriken, and a 4th, it looks like. And are we getting the 5th? We are. We're getting the Quinfector there. Jynx gets 5 hits from that Water Shuriken on Lucario, taking a big chunk of its HP away. And now here comes Riolu once again, who's going to go for Mega Punch. How much damage will that deal onto Jynx? A big chunk of damage there. And there we see the Grassy Terrain is going to heal everybody up once again, though, just by a little bit. So Jynx still surviving. Riolu, of course, still surviving, and Lucario pretty much at full HP at this... Oh, not at full HP. That's a big lie. My sincere apologies. Maybe about 70% HP. I thought it was full. I was wrong. I'm human. I make mistakes. Let me go, mate. Here's a Tar Shot, though, from Lucario, which is going to lower the speed of Jynx and also make it weaker to fire, which means effectively Jynx is now 4 times weak to fire because it's already weak to it because of its ice typing. Here comes Riolu, who's going to go for Shadow Bone, which will be super effective against the Psychic type Jynx. How much damage will that deal? And down goes Jynx. So round 2 is over. Jynx is out of this competition. Smoochum is out of this competition. And now this team needs to fight for pride. Can it claw out 1 victory against this team of Lucario and Riolu, who have been so dominant? They know exactly what they're doing. They just pull out the big moves just when they need it. They've got their finishers charged up, mate. Just like in... Oh, Jynx says none of this. Jynx has lowered the special attack and the attack of Lucario by 2 stages, I believe, with Memento. Yeah, by 2 stages apiece, but says, bye-bye, I'm not doing this no more. Girl, bye. Wow, Jynx has rage quit this competition. When was the last time we had a rage quit in the 3rd round of Metromania? We see Topsy-Turvy, that's failing from Lucario because I'm pretty sure it needs stat changes for that, and it hasn't had any. And here we see Worry Seed from Smoochum onto which of its opponents there? Onto Riolu, so it's going to remove the Steadfast ability from Riolu, and of course give it the Insomnia ability, meaning it can't fall asleep, which means it can't rest. I mean, Smoochum could maybe claw this back and leave with its pride. I'm not so sure, though. Here's a super effective Metal Claw, though, from Riolu onto Smoochum. Smoochum lives it, down to less than half its max HP. Up goes the attack of Riolu, which is what Jynx was hoping for in a previous round. But wow, Smoochum has its back against the walls. Its partner has deserted it. And now it's basically up against the wolves right now, or jackals, if you like. Here's the air cutter from Lucario. And that is going to do just a little bit of chip damage there to Smoochum. Of course, Lucario feeling the effects of the Memento stat changes. Smoochum goes for a vital throw onto Riolu there. You got to think that would have been super effective on Lucario. Here comes Riolu, though, looking to fire back, looking for some vengeance. Goes for Volt Tackle. And how much damage will that deal? It's a big hit, and down goes Smoochum. It's a 3-0. Good night. Lucario and Riolu having arguably the easiest victory I think we've ever seen in Metromania. That was short. Cheers. Thanks for the ad revenue, guys. Really appreciate it. So, tune in next week, because we might have a more balanced competition as we see Togepi and Togekiss taking on Sudowoodo and Bonsly. What have I just watched?
So that'll do it for another episode of Metromania. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Share this video with a friend. Head over to twitch.tv/AceTrainerLiam for all of my live streams. And use code ACE to save 10% off the bloody lovely G Fuel. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.